Hey guys, Thomas Cecily Jr. here, aka Mustached Tom, here to view the Bye Bye Man. So, yes, I did go to see this movie, and my expectations weren't that high. I mean, I don't know how I could have even taken the movie's name seriously by name. I mean, when I went to the theater and saw this, I actually saw people coming out mocking the film. I mean, it almost seems like this would have been better suited to be a comedy. But no, it's a horror film, which means I have to judge it as such. So, here's my review of the Bye Bye Man. So, you follow these four stupid teen individuals. You have your blonde, pretty guy who's, I guess, a slightly nerd archetype. You have your typical black guy. You have the blonde guy's girlfriend, who's just the girlfriend, I guess. And then you have the seance chick. And those are the four characters we follow through most of the film. So, uh, guy goes upstairs, he finds this table and he sees something fall, like a quarter or something. Um, he opens it up, he sees the Bye Bye Man, and as soon as he says the name, oh no, it's him, it's the Bye Bye Man. And we pretty much get your typical attempts at jump scares, which I think everyone was calling. Like, for example, there's this like coat hanger with a thing on it, and then he eventually comes out and only does his point. Ooh, scary, because he pointed. Ooh, um, yeah, his fake looking dog, and then you have him like popping up closer in the library, in this library scene where the guy is doing, that thing in some horror movies where the person does like research and then he gets closer and closer, and then when he gets close enough it changes into this lady that was helping him, and then she hears the name as well, so she's now a part of this. um, and then the Bye Bye Man uses like these tricks of like, oh, I'm gonna trick you with the mind stuff. And while I do think he does have interesting powers, it's just it's just funny. It's just too funny. I mean, there are people laughing every time. I mean, there's a scene that's like really quick where like they're, for whatever reason, they're naked, the three characters, since the girl wasn't with them. And then the seance girl, to be exact, and then they were naked for whatever reason, and everyone's just laughing because what did it have to do with the rest of the film? Nothing. I don't know why it was there. It's just whatever. Um, and so we follow them, and then they get tricked more and more, and so on and so forth. And we know that these characters are gonna die, but we don't care about them because they're not interesting to follow, they're not interesting to be invested into. And the creature itself, this Bye Bye Man, isn't very interesting in itself. Um, I mean, we see him, the sort of like slightly like torn guy with like the hoodie, and you see him on the right side of my screen here. Um, and then they die, and then the third act, I mean, it had probably the most potential in this movie to be interesting because of all the trickery and stuff and all that, and it was getting like, ooh, okay, this is getting somewhere, but then they just had to pivot. And something I absolutely hate, and I saw it from a mile away, this stupid, unnecessary sequel baiting. They really think that they're gonna get a sequel out of this? the Bye Bye Man. You can't take this seriously. This is a comedy hidden as a horror film. That's what this movie is. There's no two ways around it, in my opinion. And I feel like I should have known better. What a way to start off 2017 by watching and reviewing the Bye Bye Man. It's it's stupid. It is just not scary. I don't know what else to say. So I'm gonna give this film like a 1 or 2 out of 10. And the only reason I'm even giving it that high of a score instead of like a complete 0 is because, as I said, the third act did have, like, it seemed like it was trying to get somewhere, but then it had to ruin it at the end. But still, there was still that moment. So this movie's still terrible, no doubt about that. It is just stupid. If you want to laugh at a film that's trying really hard to be a horror film but comes off as a comedy, then I guess I would recommend The Bye Bye Man. 2017 feels like it barely started, and we're already off to a terrible, terrible start. So much for a happy new year. But anyways, I'm Thomas the Jr., aka Mustached Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.